Kirby TechDrive clicking and you don't know why, then this could be the video for you. Don't forget, if you're using the video today, there are links in the description below for the best place to get those Kirby products. Make sure you check those out at the end of this video. Right, so in today's video, we're going to be looking at the Kirby TechDrive. I will explain all about it in this video. Right, so the main issue people have with the TechDrive is it does start clicking. When it's in drive, it doesn't seem too bad, but sometimes it will start jamming and juddering and you'll get a click. And then when you put it in neutral, as you push it forward, you get like a whining, clicking noise. That's either a fault with the TechDrive pedal, which I have shared in a previous video, or the actual TechDrive itself needs a little bit of service. So let's jump in and have a look at this Avalir 100 that we're having issues with the TechDrive. Right, so what we've got is an issue with the TechDrive. I think it needs a full service because when we flick it, it's turning freely. It's doing exactly the same. So it's like it's not disengaging it. We put it in neutral and try and push it along. You can hear it grinding and we get a click. So we're going to get this apart and give this TechDrive a full strip down and re-grease. Right, so before we open the Kirby up, I want to quickly explain what causes that clicking noise. Now what happens is when you put this in drive, this pushes over here and it releases that section there. So it pushes that spring back. So this here, which is spring loaded, can go into activate on the gears. So you see now that those gears are turning and this is turning here. When you put it in neutral, if your TechDrive switch is broken or out a bit, this won't push that fully across. So it will not disengage that completely. And what will happen is that gear here, when it's in neutral, it's not doing it on here because it's G4, but you'll get a clicking noise. So you can see there's no click because that's a G4 one. If we've got a G5 onwards, I think Kirby just went down the cheaper route and started making these out of aluminium instead of steel. So that's why the aluminium wears and that then protrudes back, causing that to catch. So then you're not getting the full tension. The other reason as well is if your TechDrive switch is okay, then what it is those bearings in there, which we're going to have a look at. Spring isn't returning back enough because there's a lot of grease and grime in there that needs cleaning out, and then you just re-grease them. But do not lose those two little bearings. So watch when you take it apart because they will fall out. So make sure you put all these fittings back in the same position. These side ones are like a pyramid. So the flat part at the bottom, the biggest part at the bottom goes at the back of the wheel. Same on the other side. And then on the later models, like the Avalir that we're taking apart, you've got two plastic ones. You'll just see it, just take a picture of it. So take a picture of where those fittings go. And they're just to lock this part in place as well. It's just a bit of an improvement Kirby made. I've never had issues with the G4. G4 TechDrive has been fantastic and is still running like 30 plus years later. Make sure to give this video a like and a height. Right, so before we start, there's a few things you're going to need. First, you want to get your base down to here so you can remove the portable head, the handle, anything like that. It's pretty easy to do. I have got other videos showing you how to do that. Also, what you're going to need is some wheel bearing grease. You're going to want a set of Torx bits if you're doing this with the Avalir. So G6 onwards are going to be all Torx bits. Then you're going to want a Torx 15, Torx 25, and then a ratchet screwdriver if you're using the little Torx bits. So first up, what we're going to do is start by moving the lead. Right, so now we've got the TechDrive out, we're going to start by removing this drive and neutral switch. We can see it's working, it's activating it, but it's stiff. So what's happening is there's no lubrication in here, and what there is a couple of ball bearings in here that move, and those need to be cleaned and re-greased. So this probably hasn't been re-greased in years. So to remove this, just going to leave it in drive, and then we're going to do this Torx 20. So you can see it's one repaired report. The TechDrive and neutral switch is still in the same position. It hasn't moved. So it's definitely something in here that needs sorting. Okay, so what we've got is this shaft here and these two little bearings which go in here. So what we've got to do is clean that up. So we're going to clean this whole shaft. You can strip all this off if you want. It's easy if you just leave it as it is. But we're just going to wipe that with a cloth with some isopropyl on there, just to get rid of any excess grease. Well, so I'm not sure if you can see this on camera, but you've got a groove here and you've got a groove the opposite side, and that's got to line up with these bearings so you can go over the bearings. Okay, and what we're going to do is going to put some clean grease in those pivots there and then put our bearings in. Do not lose the bearings, because without those bearings your TechDrive won't work. So when we slot it back in, just make sure that the grey part is facing down. These are like a pyramid, so the thinner part of the pyramid goes at the top. Same on this side, and then this one here, again, you've got the lug facing out this side, so it hooks over. So then when you pop that back in, that should turn and activate this. Should be no clicking, you just turn with these. Now watch it don't pop out, and then what we're going to do is just put the brackets back on. Right, so our TechDrive's back in. We've got the axle with some fresh grease on there on those bearings. So in neutral now. So you can hear there's no sound coming from that. There, we'll put it in drive. So you can see now there's no rattle from that, and we'll just give that a test run. So our Kirby's back together, so we should be able to push this along the floor now without it clicking. I'll leave it in neutral first, and then we'll give it a run, and then we'll try it again in neutral, just in case. So that's running quite as a mouse. I did have the microphone clipped on here so you could hear any noise. There's no clicking whatsoever. So just try and drive and just check it's working. And then once again, nothing. So that's working a treat. Don't forget, if you're using the video today, there are links in the description below for the best place to get those Kirby products. Make sure you check those out at the end of this video. So enjoy that quick tutorial. As you can see, to fix that clicking noise is really easy. If it's not the TechDrive switch, 9 times out of 10, those bearings and that axle need just a cleaning and a re-grease. Now, if you found this video helpful, make sure to give it a like and a hype. So I'd like to thank you all for watching. Happy cleaning, and I'll catch you in the next one.